Get ready to experience the Changing Earth audio drama, brought to you by an incredible lineup of podcasters and survivalists from across the country, including listeners like you.
Dry land.
Erika slowly opens her eyes, taking in the sight of the barn loft she is in. Hay bales compose the walls, and a blanket hangs as a barrier in the doorway. She tries to sit up.
Oh! Don't move, honey. You're in no shape for it.
The blanket illuminates as a woman approaches with a lantern. She enters the room.
Where am I?
We're safe for now in what's left of Newcastle. Currently, we're calling our barn home. Everything else was destroyed in the earthquake.
How did I get here?
I was hoping you could tell us that. Ugh. My name is Carol. My husband Henry has been out looking for survivors since the dam broke. All that water mixed with the chemicals, and then the water became a nasty, toxic sludge. We never found anyone alive until we found you. That suit you made was smart. It kept the water from eating your skin, but when it got hot, well, it melted. You're gonna have some serious scarring.
Where is everyone? Why were no rescue attempts made? I never even saw one helicopter.
The earthquake has to be bigger than anyone could have imagined. We thought it was just a localized event, but now I'm not so sure. There's been no relief efforts, no National Guard, nothing. The TV, computer, phone, nothing works. After months of waiting for emergency action, we're fearful of people altogether. Some people have been looting and killing each other over food.
Months? How many months since the quake happened?
2 months.
2 months? That's impossible. I was down in that hole for 2 months?
Down in that hole?
I survived in a bomb shelter, but I had no idea I was in there that long. Kept thinking help would come. That means
Well, it's July 2nd. Just 2 days until Independence Day.
Oh no, I can't believe this. I have to get home to my family.
Don't worry, honey. We'll figure it out in God's time. Right now, you need to rest and get healthy. Now, tell me what's your name.
My name is Erika. Erika Moore.
Swenson sits in a chair at a table, finishing his dinner. Yuri comes through the door.
You hungry?
Starving.
Teresa, get him some food.
Yes, TJ, there's plenty of leftovers.
We brought home a lot of new stock. Some real lookers too, but...
Here you go, Yuri.
Thank you, Teresa. Your pasta is the best.
But what?
You know the town to the southeast?
You mean Pleasant Hill? I thought we were making progress there. Teresa, get me a bottle and a glass.
Yes, TJ.
We took Pleasant Hill today, TJ. I'm talking about Lone Jack.
We're reaching out that far already?
Your army is strong, TJ. Your fighters are ready for it.
As long as the feds don't think we're overextending.
The feds are staying out of our way. They know the black shirts bring order.
The black shirts?
Given the uniforms you picked, I think it's a good nickname.
I like it. What about compound defense? Did the scouts find out where those attackers on the southwestern wall came from?
Reports say there's a large defensive unit in Raymore, but they're actually supplied from Hendersonville.
Look into it more. There's no room to expand north, or we're going to have one hell of a winter. We'll need the supplies.
Thanks, TJ. I'm on it.
Virgis stands behind McClintock's desk, entertaining a visit from Grayson Webb.
The refugee stream of people into North Dakota is endless.
Minneapolis and St. Cloud had to come first. We only have so many fighters.
I don't know why you even expended the resources on Minneapolis. You should have walled it off to begin with.
People panicked, Grayson. I saw the city myself.
And I saw it was organized into the camp and order was restored. If you ask me, I say it's about time. These refugees will be the death of us all.
How many bushels of wheat and oil can you send to aid the effort?
I already give too much aid to those people in the camps. I can only give you 50 barrels this time.
You own 560,000 acres.
And it takes a lot of resources to operate it.
And how many able-bodied fighters can you send?
I'll send as many as I can, but the boys are trying to get their fields back together so they can plant in the spring.
We'll appreciate any volunteers.
You know what? Why don't you train the refugees? What landowner wants to leave his land vulnerable? Use the refugees to hunt the refugees. It's a great way to reduce their numbers.
Interesting way of looking at it. I'll ask for volunteers down in the factory yards as well.
You be sure to do that, Major. Ugh, look at the time. I have other appointments to get to today.
Thank you for stopping by, sir. I'll be sure to relay your contributions to General McClintock.
Virgis walks Mr. Webb to a vehicle and turns to face Tim Monroe.
How'd that go?
That guy's a dick. He was generous enough to donate 50 barrels of wheat and 50 of oil.
That's it?
I'm not a diplomat, Monroe. McClintock will straighten him out when he gets back.
Erika bolts awake after dreaming of her family. She sits up slowly, anticipating the pain, but it's not so bad this time. Drawing back the blanket, she realizes she is naked. Erika quickly pulls the blanket back up.
Oh dear, you're up. I'm sorry I wasn't here when you woke. You look much better today. You're probably doing better than this stiff old lady. Ugh.
How long have I been asleep, Carol?
2 days since you woke up last. It's the 4th of July. How do you feel?
Besides feeling like I was hit by a truck? Not too bad.
I wish I could do more. Our medications ran out, even my arthritis medication.
There must be plantain growing. That's good for wound healing.
I know that plant, and we do have some.
If I got up, I could help you. I need some clothes, though.
Oh, I almost forgot your surprise. Hold on.
Carol leaves the room and comes back with a soft cotton outfit made from old sheets.
I know it's not much, but I thought this would be much more comfortable than those thick cotton pants you have in your things. Although, I do love that jungle scene.
It was the uniform of the restaurant that I worked in. They're all I could salvage. Thank you for the outfit.
You get dressed and I'll go get a basket of plantain. You stay put. I'll be back.
Stepping slowly off the bed, Erika slips on the soft cotton outfit. She walks to a stairway in the dining area. Erika traverses across the barn and ends up in an open area.
Howdy, Missy. How you feeling?
Good. Well, better.
Nice to see you up and about. You really had us worried there a bit.
Thank you.
You are well.
I didn't mean to bother you. But Carol said you brought my things?
I did. Right over there. That was quite a raft. And that suit. I hardly thought you were human when I found you. I can't wait to hear about your adventure.
And I can't wait to hear yours. Carol told me you went to Auburn. I must know what's going on. I'll have to go that way to get home.
I knew you would want to go. Your family is all you spoke about in your dreaming. That's why I'm making you these moccasins.
Erika goes over and rummages through things. She comes back with a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Do you mind?
Only if you don't share.
Absolutely. Here you go. Henry, what will I be up against?
Don't you ever tell my Carol.
I never would.
I went there. It took me a whole day. It's a much different landscape now. People forming large gangs and hoarding supplies. Everything's being stripped bare. The bodies were being piled up. One compound even decorated the walls with the heads of the fallen. It was sickening to see how fast society decayed when faced with a disaster and no sign of relief. I'm telling you, don't go towards those people. You must take new routes, not those old familiar routes.
What did you do? Don't get off track now. Did you get the supplies? What happened next, Henry?
I didn't get any supplies. I turned around and came straight home. I can't believe I was stupid enough to leave Carol here all alone.
Carol comes around the corner with a basket full of herbs.
Oh my goodness, honey, what are you doing down here? You need to be upstairs resting.
Give the gal a break, Carol. She just need to get a good stretch.
I'm sorry, Carol. I'm feeling restless, and I figured I'd check on my things and have a smoke.
You know those things will kill you. I don't think in your condition that it's the best idea, but I guess a little fresh air won't hurt. Hurry upstairs.
We'll be up later, hon.
Chaos has turned your white clouds to dark gray, and you taste the tears and the rain. And I know you have all the strength to find your way as you teach the world to be brave.
Swenson faces off against two other fighters in the ring. Yuri approaches.
You're getting slow, brother.
Really?
Within a matter of moments, both of Swenson's opponents lay knocked out at his feet. Swenson steps out of the ring.
Or maybe not.
I don't work up a sweat if I don't play with them.
I like the way you think.
I'm going to get a shower.
Swenson returns to his home to freshen up. After he showers, he stands staring at the initials RL scarred into his back, and he remembers the day he met Mr. Lee. In his mind, he was a small boy being held up by Laudner in front of Mr. Lee.
Look what I found in the trash, Robert.
I'm telling you, Chuck, the things people throw away nowadays. Let's see what you got here. You're the kid we saw running from those boys a few days ago, aren't you? Aren't you?
What's the problem, kid? You a mute? Answer the man.
Yeah, what is it to you?
You got some spirit in you, don't you?
I guess so.
What's your name, kid?
TJ Swenson.
TJ. Does it stand for something?
Nope, just TJ.
My name is Robert Lee. My daddy named me after the greatest general in U.S. history, but you can call me Mr. Lee. You don't know who General Lee was, do you?
A dead guy?
I like this kid. We should keep him.
Where's your family?
I don't have a family, Mr. Lee. It's just me.
Don't cry, son. It doesn't befit a man. Love will only break you. I can teach you to forget your love and use your anger to best any man. Would you like that?
I guess I would like that.
Mr. Lee spins away from the boy in frustration.
You guess you would like that. Son, you're either in or you're out. I don't give second chances.
I'm in.
If you pledge yourself to me, I promise you will be one of the strongest men the world has ever known. But you will belong to me forever. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, Mr. Lee, I would pledge myself to you.
Prove it.
How can I do that, Mr. Lee?
Take off your shirt.
Mr. Lee pulls out his pocket knife and approaches the boy.
If you hesitate, even for a moment, you can walk right back out that door. But you better find a new trash can to live in.
Laudner grabs the boy's neck and forces his body to bend over the desk. Mr. Lee carves the letters R.L. into the boy's back. Once he was done, Laudner stands the boy in front of Mr. Lee again.
There. Now, you are mine. Good. Not even a tear. You're a strong boy. Now, you see that mop bucket over there?
Yes, sir.
You go get it and fill it up. Put some bleach in it and clean that floor out there.
Yes, sir.
Virgis walks with Chappie, Monroe, and LaPierre after their morning meal.
Are you meeting with another diplomat, Major?
Elena Porter.
Another rich landowner from the West?
I hear she puts the hoity in toity.
Great. I can't wait for McClintock to get back. I'm tired of all these meetings.
I can't wait for McClintock to get back either. I'm tired of waiting.
Maybe he'll have news of survivors from the West.
I'll feel better when we can go ourselves.
Honestly, LaPierre, I will too. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Virgis leaves his team and heads for McClintock's office. His nostrils fill with a soft sweetness of flowers in bloom, and a beautiful lady stands as he enters.
Major Virgis, I presume?
You presume correctly, ma'am.
I don't intend on taking up too much of your time. I'm well aware that you're a busy man, and your efforts are noted and appreciated.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's a damn shame what happened to this country, but I don't believe we need to live like animals.
Couldn't agree more.
My late husband used to say that a man wasn't worth a lick without his dignity. I appreciate how you've created an opportunity for an individual to earn his dignity.
That was exactly the thought when we rebuilt the factories to produce these homes. You know, a woman whose home was destroyed in the quake developed them. Quite ingenious, if you ask me.
Are we not all still God's children?
I assume we can expect your support then?
The mercenary forces will have a steady supply from my stockyards, but I expect a significant presence within my communities.
We can arrange for that. What about fighters?
My people are hesitant to leave their land. The refugees are gonna have to help us protect it if they want to share the fruits of our labor. That seems fair enough to me. It will give them a sense of personal satisfaction. You yourself rated fighting skills for provisions.
Yes, I do, ma'am.
So why should they be any different?
They shouldn't, ma'am.
I like you, Virgis. You seem like a sensible man.
We appreciate your support, ma'am.
Erika went on living with Carol and Henry for a couple more weeks. She began helping Henry with security rounds and keeping watch over the property. Every day her body grew stronger and stronger, but each day her mind became more and more anxious to leave. One day, Erika met a commotion as she walked down the hayloft stairs.
Erika, you're finally up. I want you to meet my son and his family. They've finally arrived. This is Harold, Betsy, Jennifer, Kim, and little Rob. Everyone, this is Erika.
Hello, everyone. You made it.
Finally. We stayed at our house trying to help the neighborhood and waiting for emergency help. When we realized they weren't coming, we headed here.
It's such a blessing to have you home. All of you.
We got to ride these horses all the way here, just like the Old West.
It was a wild ride. Good thing for all those jumping lessons she took.
They talked long into the evening about things they were looking forward to before their world was so drastically altered. Erika enjoyed meeting the family, but it made her miss her own even more. Lying on her bed, she heard the sound of Harold and Betsy making love in the room over.
I can't take this anymore. I have to go. I hate goodbyes anyway.
Erika rises from her bed and creeps down into the lower area of the barn to collect her supplies and go.
You can go ahead and put that saddle on that little black paint over there. Her name is Artez. You can take that little brown one as the pack horse. Kit's steady and can pull a cart too.
Henry, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. How will I feed them? Besides, I already packed up your supplies.
Henry,
Yeah, I'm not good with goodbyes either. Let's just say, I'll see you later.
Sounds good. I'll see you later then.
Erika ran to the bear of a man for a big hug before mounting the horse and riding into the night.
And I know you have all the strength to find your way as you teach the world to be brave.
Swenson waits in the afternoon sun for news from the city. He listens to the gunfire inside the town of Lone Jack and grows impatient with the delay. Finally, Yuri approaches.
We have the headquarters located.
Show me.
Yuri hovers over the map Swenson has laid out.
It's here. They have snipers here, 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 and here. At the four corners.
And the main force of our army is hitting them on the south.
We are coming up from the south. Here. I sent a small team west to come in here. I figured we can take this point, install our snipers, and work from there. But they're fortified here, on the east side.
Let's take a crew and hit them from the north on that point before we push in.
We'll have to take out the sniper. Here. But I have a mean little kid. Super stealthy. I bet he can get in there.
Little Nate?
Ah. That kid's only 15, but he's a scrapper.
Send him out. Let's see what he can do.
Giving the orders, Yuri gathers Swenson's squad. Moving like machines, they skirt the whole city and fall upon the western checkpoint undetected.
Did you see the signal from Nate?
It's done. We're good to go.
Falling upon the unsuspecting fighters, Swenson uses his switch to pull in the fight up the hill.
The western guard is down. Have them push from the south before they can regroup.
Yuri gives the command into the radio as Swenson rallies the troops and storms the central command center.
We got him, TJ. You want the key?
He's not even worth my time. Tell the men to wrap this up. You and I can go home before dinner.
Sounds like a plan.
Virgis walks with Johnny, eagerly anticipating McClintock's arrival.
Thanks for putting up with me while your dad was gone.
It was more fun than going to meetings all day with Mr. Sirius. At least you take time to play with me.
Your dad has a lot of responsibilities, Johnny. He's looking out for all of us, but I assure you, he loves you.
Yeah, he never says it though.
Give him a chance, Johnny. Look, here comes his car.
Hi, Dad.
Son, how was class while I was gone? Did you reach the goals I had set out for you?
Look what I made for you from a stick. I whittled it myself.
That's nice. Virgis, 3 more towns?
Yes, sir. Mission objectives completed. He willed it just for you.
And I said it was nice, Johnny. I'll see you at home. Virgis, walk with me to my office.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the diplomatic meetings.
Grayson is a fine piece of work.
Isn't he?
A real tightwad, too. Only 50 barrels of wheat and 50 of oil. No fighters.
And Porter?
Full access to supplies.
And fighters?
Funny. That's the one thing they agreed on. They say refugees should be trained to fight.
What do you think?
Doesn't hurt to ask for volunteers. I'd rather fight than work in a factory. While you're asking my opinion, can I give you one more?
Go ahead.
Take the afternoon off and go spend it with your son.
Johnny understands my schedule.
No, Johnny hates your schedule.
It's tough, Virgis. The boy doesn't respect me.
He doesn't know you. Speaking of families, we're heading out in the morning.
I made you a promise, and I'll honor it. Take a full regiment and keep your eyes open. It's a different world out west.
I will, sir.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, this is Dale and Lisa from SurvivalistPrepper.net. I played the voice of Lautner.
And I played the voice of Carol and Star.
Over at Survivalist Prepper, we have the podcast, and I also have a new podcast that I'm doing with Brian Duff called The Duff and Dale Show.
And you can find me on my YouTube channel, The Budget Equestrian.
Hi, this is Sarah F. Hathaway, the creator of the Changing Earth series and the voice of Erika Moore. Visit ChangingEarthSeries.com to explore the novels behind the drama and the survival knowledge behind the stories. Join the Changing Earth membership program and get 1 week early access to the show. We appreciate you helping the Changing Earth world go round. Visit us at www.ChangingEarthSeries.com. That's www.ChangingEarthSeries.com.
Hello, everyone out there in Internet Radio Land. This is Dave Jones, the NBC guy, and have I got a deal for you? Everybody that listens to Sarah's audio drama gets a special deal from me on Mira safety products. These are top quality protective gear used by armies around the world. You can only get that deal by emailing me at nbcguy@protonmail.com.
I'm quite concerned about what's coming next. Personally, I think we'll probably see food shortages and other disruptions. Are you prepared if things go wrong? Does your family have enough food and supplies on hand to last at least 30 days? If not, the time to prepare is right now. Don't wait another minute. To help you on your journey, I recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the leaders in self-reliance, and they have a 4-week supply of emergency food that lasts up to 25 years in storage, so you never have to worry again. Don't put your family through the pain of hunger or standing in government food lines. Go to preparewithchangingearth.com today, and your emergency food will be shipped quickly and discreetly to your door. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. So visit preparewithchangingearth.com, the original Patriot Preparedness Company. Their mission is your survival. That's preparewithchangingearth.com. And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama. Star.
And I know you have all the strength to find your way as you teach the world to be brave.
Artez's hooves traverse a course that leads them along the edge of the old road. Erika dodges branches, aiming to knock her and her supplies off the horse. She listens carefully for noises on the old road and stays concealed from it. As the sun begins to rise, she hears a noise. Hiding herself, she keeps the horses still and listens for the noise to come and go.
We really need to bring back some meat to the camp. With all those people there, I don't know how they'll keep feeding them.
If those damn scavengers hadn't robbed us blind, we wouldn't be in this position. We aren't going to trust anyone anymore. They can all die and go to hell for all I care.
We'll expand the salvage perimeter. There's more out there.
Erika became nervous listening to the men talk. She was thinking about Henry and Carol. Her uneasy energy caused the horses to start to fidget slightly, just as the jeep starts to move off.
Hey, Dave. Stop the truck.
What's up, Doug?
I thought I saw something in the bushes out there. Oh, forget it. If it was a deer, we must have scared it off. We'll send out a couple of hunters this way tomorrow.
Good idea. Let's finish the perimeter sweep and get back.
Oh, Artaz, that was close. Let's make sure we stay away from that perimeter and get the heck out of here.
The horses struggle along through the broken landscape. The going is slow, and before long, Erika's eyes are drooping as day turns into night. She finds a little clearing, camouflages the horses, and slides into a small space in the debris to fall asleep for a couple of hours. Swenson stands in Mr. Lee's office, discussing the state of the expansion.
How are things progressing?
Lone Jack was a joke. The leader a buffoon.
Don't be arrogant, TJ. What about the group that's been attacking our border in the south?
That's the next focus. We can't go any further north or east without peeving off the feds.
We need more supplies for the winter.
We're working on it, but I'm being very cautious. Raymore is heavily fortified. We believe they're being supplied by Hendersonville. Whoever's in charge there has cast a wide web.
Keep sending the scouts. Maybe if you take off the head of the leader, the whole web will fall with minimal casualties.
That's not a bad point. Instead of chipping away on the outside, take it down from the inside.
Exactly. You better guard yourself well, son. They may be thinking the same thing.
No one can take me, Mr. Lee. You trained me.
I didn't train you to be arrogant.
That's for sure. Anyway, I'm off to check on Yuri's progress.
Watch yourself, son.
I will, Mr. Lee.
Swenson leaves Mr. Lee's office, heading for the command center. His mind flashes back to his younger days at the gym. As a boy, he watched Laudner come through the door with 2 young girls. Swenson notices their body language is off and watches Laudner direct their wobbly bodies into the office.
What are you looking for, Scrub?
Nothing.
Think you could handle a girl like that?
Maybe.
Should we ask Mr. Lee if you could have one?
No.
Are you scared of me, kid?
No.
Look at this kid, Tim. He's fronting on you.
You gonna step up, kid?
I'll step to anyone. I'm going to be the strongest fighter any of you has met. There's only one way to make that happen.
Tim stares down at him in disbelief.
David, come show TJ his place.
A jovial young fighter smiles as he approaches.
Come on, Rat.
Really? Here you go then, kid.
David takes a fighting stance as Swenson squares off against him. Closing the distance with 2 well-aimed jabs, David follows up with a cross. Swenson weaves, dodging the strike, jumps off his feet, and connects his fist with David's jaw. Stepping back, he notices Mr. Lee and Laudner watching out the window in the office. As David approaches, Swenson reaches down for his cleaning bucket. He swings it up and connects it with David's chin. David is knocked out cold on the mat.
TJ! Get in here! What the hell was that, son?
He started it.
Don't you ever make excuses to me, son. We all make decisions. They all require a choice. If you make the wrong choice, there will be consequences.
Yes, sir, Mr. Lee.
Put your hand on my desk, TJ. The pain will be a reminder of what happens when you choose the wrong choice.
Mr. Lee takes a pocket knife from his pocket and slashes a line across Swenson's arm. Swenson is careful not to show any emotion.
Go finish your work.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
He turns to go out the door.
And TJ, don't knock out any more of my fighters. They pay me to be here.
I won't.
Swenson remembers the endless nights of scrubbing he did at that gym and shudders. Shaking himself free from the memory, things were different now. He became that fighter he dreamed of as a boy. Major Cole Virgis loads into a large military transport. Monroe sits next to him, and a team of 11 fighters, including LaPierre and Chappie, ride in the back.
I always loved road trips. Major, which way we headed?
I figured we'd go across North Dakota into Montana, drop down through Idaho into Nevada. That way we could scope out Grayson's operation ourselves.
Sounds like a plan.
They're putting the roads back together, but it's going to be a rough ride.
The men drive all the way into Nevada before making a camp.
Camp set up, sir.
Good. Set up perimeter guards, switch them out halfway through the night.
You got it, sir. Everything will be tight and right.
I'd expect nothing less.
With the camp set, Virgis falls asleep until he is awoken in the early hours by gunfire. Jumping from his bed, he grabs his rifle and heads out of his tent.
Monroe, report.
Was an ambush, sir. LaPierre took a unit to reinforce the watch. They want our food, sir.
We can't leave men behind. We'll have to defend ourselves. Kill them if you have to. We can't take them to a camp with this small of a unit.
Hold the line, people. We aren't leaving without our crew.
Yes, sir. Gonna come to road. Look alive.
They just keep coming.
There's too many, sir.
Hold the line.
Sleep escaping her, Erika decides to ride on through the night. As she navigates the city, she suddenly stops.
Stay still.
Erika ties the horses in a secluded section of building debris and creeps in closer. By the light of the fallen flashlight, Erika sees a man pinning down a woman.
Ah! Stop!
The man strikes her hard in the side and finishes it with a strike to the woman's face. Paralyzed, Erika stands there watching him unzip his zipper. Erika can't take it. She runs out and kicks the guy across the room. The man flies off the woman, and Erika picks up a 2x4.
Well, looky here. It's a 2-for-1 special tonight.
Not tonight.
Erika smashes the 2x4 across the man's head. His nose explodes in a fountain of blood, and he falls back on the ground unconscious. The man and the woman lay motionless at Erika's feet. Unsure what to do, Erika jumps back in shock as a little girl flies out of the bushes, jumps on the man, and sinks a knife deep into his chest. The man flings the tiny girl off of himself, rises to his feet, and aggressively approaches Erika. He grips her neck tightly in his bear-like hands, but Erika reaches up, pushes the knife all the way in his chest, and twists it around.
You
Falls to his knees dead, his hands still clenched around Erika's neck. Erika pulls them off and grabs a hold of Star's mom.
What are you doing to my mommy?
My horses are over there. We'll be safer.
The little girl grabs her mother's legs to assist, and they take her to the corner by the horses. Swenson sits at his table eating his dinner when Yuri storms through the door.
We got one of their commanders.
It's about time. Let's see what you brought me.
The two men head out to the training yard, where Serge stands with a small team watching over their captain.
Excellent work, Sergey.
I got him softened up for you, TJ.
Your team is getting double rations for a week.
Don't thank me yet. This pig is a stubborn one. Oh, he's not talking.
Pain will solve that.
Swenson thinks back to his many lessons in pain with Mr. Lee while training in the gym. Despite the challenges, Swenson looks back on his memories fondly.
Pain is the great equalizer, son. No matter how big a man is, he can only take so much pain. If you can inflict more, faster than your opponent, you win. The pain has to be your friend, your focus, your lover. Put your hands up and hit me, son.
A young Swenson did as he was told, but Mr. Lee smacked his arm into his mouth, causing his lip to bleed. Swenson understood immediately, and instead of punching, the next time he threw a swift kick at Mr. Lee before Mr. Lee could hit him. Swenson's kick missed, but Mr. Lee smiled widely and praised his quick wit.
What do you want me to do with him?
Take him to my home. You know how I love entertaining guests.
Okay, TJ. I'll make sure he gets there safely.
Sergey, I want to talk to you for a moment.
What's up, TJ?
If we're planning to cut the head off the snake, they may be too. I'm concerned about Mr. Lee.
I will make his safety my number one priority. What about you?
No one's going to take me. You just make sure Mr. Lee is safe.
Virgis is pinned down by enemy fire. Only himself, Monroe, and Chappie remain as a large force of refugees bear down on their location.
Out behind those rocks, look, they're still fighting.
Virgis, get in the truck, let's go.
Road is blocked up ahead.
We can't leave the fighters behind anyway. They can still be alive.
We came all the way out here, and he might be dead. down. Looky there, Major.
Are they friendlies?
Those 50 cals on those armored vehicles aren't firing at our truck.
Let's take them out, boys!
Well, hey there, babyface. Heard you were in a pinch.
I had fighters out to the north.
Hop in. My crew will watch over your men here.
Monroe, Chappie, stay here. I'm going after LaPierre's team.
Bring him back, Major.
Cassidy steers her armored vehicle out to LaPierre's last known location.
Out behind those rocks. Look, they're still fighting.
We'll get them out.
Sergeant Higgs, where's LaPierre?
He's here, sir. He's been shot.
Give me some cover, gunner.
Virgis runs from the vehicle to the rock outcropping the men have been using to defend themselves.
Get in the vehicle, guys. Higgs, help me with LaPierre.
My family, Virgis.
Just relax, Elmandeep. We'll get you there.
There's a good medic in Reno. It'll be safe there.
He needs help now.
Look, there's nothing out here anymore, Virgis. We have to get to Reno. I've got a medic in my group. We'll get there.
It's close to the border, Virgis. I can make it.
Okay, let's get the boys and do this.
Erika and Star hover over Star's mother, examining her body with a flashlight. Noticing intense bruising around the woman's ribs, Erika watches her sputter blood.
It doesn't look good, does it?
No, it doesn't. We'll have to wait and see how she does. What's your name?
My name is Star.
How old are you, Star?
I'm 8.
Where's your daddy, Star?
Daddy is dead. He died when the house fell down. Mommy and I have been hiding here for a long time. We've always done a good job of hiding from the bad people until tonight.
What bad people, Star?
The mean men that took all the food.
Are you hungry?
Star shakes her head positively, and Erika retrieves a big piece of jerky Henry packed for her.
Don't eat too fast. It may give you a tummy ache. Here, have some water too.
Erika watches the small child devour the jerky. Then she goes and curls into a ball to dream of simpler times. Erika's head bobs as she drifts in and out of sleep, but she suddenly awakes to Star's mom spurting badly. The woman coughs out a large mouthful of blood and looks at Erika.
I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Thank you. Thank you for helping us. No one else would. You and Star have to go. Leave me.
I can't just leave you here.
The men from the compound. They'll come. You have to save Star.
She'll never leave you here.
Then you must end it. You must leave. Kill me. She'll go.
What? I can't do that.
You have to. I'm gonna die. Do you have children?
Erika wrestles with the realities flooding through her mind. Listening to the woman breathing and grasping the life, Erika can't take it any longer. She grabs the blanket, wads it up, and smothers the light from the woman's body. Pacing angrily back and forth, Swenson stops for a moment and pours himself a shot from the bottle on the table.
You understand there's no end to your pain until you tell me what I want to know.
Swenson turns to look at the back of the prisoner hanging in the chains on his wall.
You can go to hell.
Wrong answer.
He's passing out, DJ.
Oh, no, he's not.
Swenson grabs the smelling salts off the table and places the bottle under the man's nose. His eyes fly open.
No one said you could pass out, did they?
Oh.
Did you tell him he could pass out, Yuri?
I sure didn't, TJ.
You want to sleep? Tell me the name and his location.
I don't know.
Don't look so worried, Yuri. They all break. The fun part is seeing how long they last.
I'll give him 2 more hours.
I disagree. This man here seems dedicated. I'm willing to bet 2 days.
What are you willing to bet?
If you're right, you get 2 days off. If I'm right, you give me 2 bottles of that vodka you have saved up.
I'll take that bet. But you'll have to let me try.
Don't kill him.
I won't. But he'll wish he was.
Go for it.
Amused by the banter with Yuri, Swenson sits down in his chair. Watching the man beg for mercy, Swenson eagerly awaits the information he knows the man possesses. Virgis stands with Cassidy at the entrance to a large brothel on the outskirts of Reno. Many guards stand attentively around the building, preventing the chaos that reigns in the city from entering the building.
What are we doing here? LaPierre needs help, not a woman.
Just wait. Trust me.
A beautifully dressed woman approaches. She commands authority with her very presence.
Cassidy, interesting choice of friends you brought with you. Are they interested in a good time?
No, Dolores. We have a man in need at the medical facility.
Cassidy, that center is not for these type.
Virgis and his men are different. Trust me.
Bring him in.
Philip, drive the truck around back. Help Monroe, Chappie, and Hicks take him downstairs.
I can take care of that.
You're with me, Major Virgis.
Yes, ma'am.
Dolores, Virgis, and Cassidy walk through the lively brothel to Dolores' back office.
What's the story?
We're heading into California. One of my men had family in Sacramento.
And how did you earn favor of Miss Cassidy? You know she is not fighting in favor of the current government.
I am fully aware.
But your superiors fight for the feds?
Not all of them.
And not you?
We can't have chaos. I just lost 8 soldiers on the way here. We need to have order, but we also need a legitimate check to that power. A force that can make certain the feds don't abuse that power.
What about freedom for Americans?
The landowners will have freedom.
And the refugees?
Will be treated with dignity and respect, but have to remain useful to get fed.
And what about the West?
It's going to be under mercenary control, with little federal interference. If you can survive, you can stay. We'll put a force in the city to provide law enforcement if you want. I'm thankful for your help with my man.
I can see why you chose him, Cassidy. Honesty is a rare attribute.
See? I told you.
What about LaPierre?
Come with me.
Exiting the office, Dolores leads them to another room with a hidden door in the wall. They descend the stairs into an underground room.
No one is to know about this.
My lips are sealed.
Turning left, Dolores leads them down a hallway with other doors and curtained windows, but she chooses the door at the end. The door opens into a brightly lit room that looks like a hospital. Doctors are hard at work.
I'm impressed.
We'll do the best we can.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Are you worried about how dangerous the world has become in these days of terrorist attacks, natural disasters, or even a future collapse? You need to be medically prepared to keep your family safe. I'm Joe Alton, MD of store.doomandbloom.net, where you'll find an entire line of uniquely designed medical kits and supplies for when help is not on the way. For everything from individual first aid kits to the ultimate family medical bag, go to store.doomandbloom.net today. You'll be glad you did.
Prepper Broadcasting Network is 9 dynamic hosts, 7 podcasts a week, live shows, chat rooms, daily updates, all on prepping, survival, and patriotism. Visit prepperbroadcasting.com for your dose of self-reliance and independence.
Hi, this is Jane Austen, otherwise known as Survivor Jane, and the voice of Dolores Chapman. I'd like to invite you to my website, survivorjane.com, where I write in a conversational tone on topics of how better to prepare yourself and family. You can also find links to my books, What Could Possibly Go Wrong?, Emergency Survival Hygiene, and my game book, Puzzling Over Preparedness. You can also find information on Prepper Camp, the largest 3-day preparedness event in the country every fall, hosted by myself and my husband, Rick Austin.
Disaster Coffee is fueling disaster relief in America. Our coffee is roasted to order and shipped to your front door. You cannot get it any fresher. Visit disastercoffee.com and caffeinate with a purpose. That's disastercoffee.com. And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama. New acquaintances.
Erika's eyes slowly opened, watching Star wake up. The little girl looks to her mother, waiting to see if she is breathing. Erika bolts towards her as Star runs to the woman's side.
Mommy? Mommy? No!
Star, you have to be quiet.
Mommy!
I know. She's dead. She died while you were sleeping. Star, she told me to take you with me. We have to get moving. We've been here too long already.
What about Mommy? We can't leave her.
We have no choice, Star. You saw that man. There could be more. We have to go. Now. You have to trust me now. I'll protect you. Okay?
Okay.
Erika prepares the horses and mounts Artaz. Reaching down, she swings Star up behind herself.
Here we go.
They quietly traverse the woods and carefully watch the city.
Hey, Erika.
What's up, Star?
I have to go.
Okay. Let's stop here and have a break. Here, eat this, Star.
Thanks.
The little girl quickly munches the first half of the piece of jerky, and then slows down, watching Erika.
What's wrong, Erika?
Nothing.
What are you thinking about? You're looking right at me, but it feels like you don't even see me.
I have to decide what route to take home.
Home? Your home? Do you think it's still there?
I don't know, but we're going to find out. I think we'll keep riding the forested edge of what used to be the lake for a ways up. Hopefully we can go far enough to avoid major groups.
Bad people are everywhere, Erika.
Don't worry, we're going to make it. But right now, we've got to find someplace to hide for the day.
Leading the horses towards an apartment complex at the top of the canyon road, Erika hides them in the debris and snuggles into a hole with Star to wait out the day. Swenson emerges from his bedroom.
Your breakfast is ready, TJ.
Put it on the table. I'm hungry.
Swenson opens the door, and Laudner comes in.
Morning, TJ.
Laudner? That girl was a beauty.
You know I've got your back. You done with her?
No. You could put her in my cell. I'll get her out to play later.
You got it. What about him?
Laudner looks towards the man hanging passed out on the wall.
He's not going anywhere until he starts talking. Trust me, I'll have him begging at my feet in no time.
You're sick, brother.
Yeah, but it works. You can make a loyal dog of anyone, given enough time.
Mr. Lee wants to see you over at the gym. You may be late already.
Laudner goes into the bedroom to deal with the woman he provided for Swenson. TJ rubs a scar on his arm, thinking back to the first time he arrived home late. Laudner asked him to go get a 12-pack of Coke. It was the first time he had left the gym since Mr. Lee took him in.
Look, Javier, it's your gringo friend. He didn't get busted.
Swenson shakes hands with Jose and Javier.
Whew, brother. Where have you been, Breezen? There's some grip you got there.
I've been living at the gym on North 13th and St. Charles Street.
Sorry about your hermano, but I'm glad you didn't get busted.
Me too.
Swenson tells Jose and Javier about the fighters at the gym and the big fights that are coming up before he remembers the Coke. Running to the 7-Eleven, there was a long line. He runs home as fast as he can.
Where have you been, TJ?
The line was long at the store.
That story is never gonna fly.
Is that him?
It's him. Better come up with something better than that.
Where have you been, son?
I went to the store for Chuck.
That took you an hour?
I saw an old friend, Javier. We got into some talking and...
Did Chuck ask you to go talk with your friends?
No.
So you made that choice?
Yes, Mr. Lee.
Wrong choice, TJ.
Without a word, Swenson goes to Mr. Lee's desk. He rolls up his sleeve and puts his hand on the desk. After giving him a new scar, Mr. Lee leads Swenson out to Tim.
You have a new sparring dummy.
He shoves TJ forward.
And TJ, remember what I said about knocking out my fighters. Learn how to take it.
Days blended into months and years of abuse from Mr. Lee's MMA fighters. No matter how much he bobbed and weaved, Swenson would get hit, and he learned what pain was. Monroe, Chappie, and Virgis sit at a table in Dolores' brothel.
If we have to wait for him to recover, you couldn't have picked a better place.
Chappie's eyes watch 3 women coming their way.
Couldn't agree more, my brother.
Hey, you boys look lonely. You need some friends?
Well, yes, ma'am, we do.
Come with us now. We'll put a smile on your face.
Chappie and Monroe get up and leave with 2 of the women.
How about you, soldier?
I'm all set here. Thanks anyway.
Suit yourself.
Worried about LaPierre?
We came out here for him. He wanted to find his family.
Look, I hate to be the one to tell you, but I haven't heard of any survivors of the devastation that hit that valley.
You've had word from California?
We've intercepted 2 refugee transports headed for Las Vegas. We needed more fighters.
What's the word?
It's something like a hellscape in there. The supplies are gone, and the survivors are fighting for the scraps.
We came all this way. We have to try.
The feds don't let anyone in or out.
What about Mercs? Merkley sent teams.
Not that I've heard, but my ears only go so far. What are you going to do when you go back?
My job. There's so much to rebuild. We have to focus on the survivors. We have to grow food for everyone. I'm sorry, Cassidy. As cold as it sounds, we have to maintain order or a lot more people are gonna die.
I understand. The citizens do appreciate the fact that you got the pharmaceutical operations working again.
That's what I'm talking about, and even that needs work. The supplies are very limited. I understand your point of view, but someone has to roll up their sleeves and put this country back together.
So noble.
As are you.
You know, you're hot when you're stubborn.
And you're sexy when you are sassy.
I have my own room.
I've got nothing but time.
Awoken by Star, Erika slowly slinks down the canyon side on the heels of two men Star saw go by. Careful to keep her footprints hidden, Erika hides behind a tree to listen in.
You see any obvious weak spots, Steve?
See where the wall is only made of sheet metal? If we could throw something sharp through it with the barb, we could rip those walls wide open.
I'm buying what you're selling. Too bad we couldn't find those horses that left those tracks. We could be more mobile down there.
We have one truck that can make it. It's gonna have to be enough. I have the materials to make the grapplers. We could be ready by nightfall.
Let's get back to the camp. We better be ready by tonight. I heard a rumor those people are getting ready to leave.
Leaving? Where? Where would anyone go?
I don't know and I don't care. They have a good spot to access the river. They have food and they have some smart guys down there. Plus I heard there's a half a dozen women down there. We need to take them before they go.
What are you talking about, Doug? If they leave, we can have their camp without a fight.
Think about it, Steve. Those men are smart. They can get our power system dialed in. They can get more of our machines running. If they don't want to work, they won't eat. And women, Steve, I don't know about you, but I could use one of those right about now. They can cook, clean, and take care of our needs, if you know what I mean.
I gotta admit, I could really use the company right about now. But what will the others say?
If they don't like it, they are more than welcome to leave. Good luck surviving out there.
Erika runs back to the hole where she left Star.
Star, we have to go now.
What's wrong?
The men from Otter. They're planning an attack on the people down at the river. We have to stop it.
Serge meets Swenson with a worried look on his face.
Mr. Lee is waiting, TJ. What took you so long?
My business is my own.
Okay. Tell him that.
Tell me what?
That I didn't mean to keep you waiting, Mr. Lee.
Since when? You're always late.
You wanted to see me?
What's going on with the prisoner?
It's just a matter of time.
What's taking you so long?
I made a bet with Yuri.
What?
I bet Yuri he would last 2 days.
So now Yuri's doing your job?
I'm not going to lose the bet.
This is no time to screw around, TJ.
I'll get the information. Don't worry.
Did you send the teams to California after my wife?
I did. None of them are back yet.
Even your teams are late.
That's not fair, Mr. Lee. You know as well as I do what it's like out there.
I know, but I keep thinking about her.
If your wife survived, we'll find her, Mr. Lee. You train us to be the best.
What have you heard otherwise?
The feds are securing and rebuilding the farms in the central region. They've partnered with their private contractors that call themselves the Mercs in the north and west to secure those regions. Texas has secured its own border. There's many organized militias scared in defending their own communities.
End your game tonight.
Tomorrow, then I can still win the bet.
Mr. Lee stares him in his eyes for a long minute.
In that case, Serge, bring us some ladies. Susie.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
Get a bottle and some glasses.
I like the way you think, Mr. Lee.
Virgis stands with Dolores, looking in the window at LaPierre.
And there's nothing you can do?
His bowels were destroyed, Virgis. It would have been tough surgery before the Great Quake.
Son of... I'm taking my team into California. I'm going to find his family. Champion, Monroe, suit up. We're going to California.
What about LaPierre?
He won't be coming with us, now or ever.
Let's go find his family. Look at all the vehicles. He just left.
Where did they all go?
I don't know.
Look at that checkpoint, Virgis.
Chain link goes on for miles.
No one told me a transport was coming in today.
I'm part of the mercenary force. We have orders to go in California.
Hold on, sir.
Looks like numbnuts need someone's permission.
Go on in, sir. Take a left and you see the command building on the right. Gunnery Sergeant Nicholson will meet you there.
Thanks.
Why do I get the feeling we're being handled?
Because we are. You guys wait here.
Major.
Yes, sir. And you are?
Gunner Sergeant Ben Nicholson, sir. Merkley sent my squad out here to get information on the refugee families.
Nice to meet you. I was wondering if Merkley actually sent anyone.
Come on into the back office where we can talk. The feds won't let us cross the line, but I've been collecting information on survivors. Who are you looking for?
A family with the last name LaPierre. They were in Sacramento.
Haven't heard of any survivors from Sacramento or west of it. Most of the refugees are from the eastern mountain ranges, or they were trying to get back into California from out of state.
Thus all the cars on the highway.
Exactly. The feds are busing them south.
They won't even let your team in?
They can't guarantee security within the border. They've shut down the state. If you can make it out, you win the prize of being bused to Vegas.
What are they going to do with all those people there?
Hell if I know. What are they going to do with all the people everywhere?
Guess we'll figure it out as we go.
There's going to be a lot to figure out. Oh, hold on. Here comes another quake.
The east has been settling down.
They still happen a lot here.
After slipping and sliding down the canyon's edge, Erika and Star sit on Artaz outside the river camp's gate.
Hello there.
What do you want?
I want to use your crossing. I have information about the gang in Auburn.
What do you know about them? Maybe you're one of them. How else would one small woman and a child make it past them? Maybe they sent you here.
No one sent me here. I'm just trying to get home to my family in Georgetown.
How do we know you are who you say you are?
I only have my word. I've already been through hell and back and thought maybe, just maybe, I could find one decent person left in this world. I know about their plans and I can help you, but that's fine. I'll just find another way to cross. Let's go, Star.
They're letting us in.
I'm volunteering for the war. To want as much more. You're burning roses when you're scared. I'm sorry I care. I'm not myself, but I don't need help.
Leaving Mr. Lee's, Swenson heads back home after a night of drinking. Fondling the whip at his side, he can't explain his uneasy feeling.
You might as well show yourself and face me like a man.
Or like a woman.
You all alone?
No, she's not.
Just the two of you?
How about 3?
Still not enough.
Throwing his whip out, he grabs the fighter behind him. He dodges as the female fires at him and throws the fighter into her. Spinning back through the air, he sticks his knife into the other man's neck.
You bastard.
Come on then.
I'll kill you.
The man attacks wildly with his knife, Swenson agilely dodges him. He weaves expertly, grabbing the man by his ankle and ripping it out. The man's face smashes into the pavement.
You okay, DJ?
Wrap him up. But look what we have here.
Keep your hands off me.
Have Wagner come up and get the girl from my house. Put this whore in my cell instead.
Virgis stands sorrowfully outside of the medical room in Dolores' hidden hospital.
He died in his sleep last night.
He was a good friend, a brother in arms.
Are you heading east then?
Yes.
I hope you won't forget the kindness I showed your friend.
My offer still stands. I'll have Merkley send a team for your protection.
As you can see, we have enough protection. Just make sure the feds don't round us up.
I'll do what I can. You have my word. Thank you for your efforts.
Time to go, boss.
It is. The PA went to meet his family last night.
He will be missed.
That's for sure. Dolores, where's Cassidy? I'd like to say goodbye.
She left last night.
Guess she's not one for goodbye, Major.
Guess not. Let's move, boys.
Please enjoy a quick word from our sponsors.
Are you worried about how dangerous the world has become in these days of terrorist attacks, natural disasters, or even a future collapse? You need to be medically prepared to keep your family safe. I'm Joe Alton, MD of store.doomandbloom.net, where you'll find an entire line of uniquely designed medical kits and supplies for when help is not on the way. For everything from individual first aid kits to the ultimate family medical bag, go to store.doomandbloom.net today. You'll be glad you did.
Prepper Broadcasting Network is 9 dynamic hosts, 7 podcasts a week, live shows, chat rooms, daily updates, all on prepping, survival, and patriotism. Visit PrepperBroadcasting.com for your dose of self-reliance and independence.
Hi, this is Jane Austen, otherwise known as Survivor Jane, and the voice of Dolores Chapman. I'd like to invite you to my website, SurvivorJane.com, where I write in a conversational tone on topics of how better to prepare yourself and family. You can also find links to my books, What Could Possibly Go Wrong?, Emergency Survival Hygiene, and my game book, Puzzling Over Preparedness. You can also find information on Prepper Camp, the largest 3-day preparedness event in the country every fall, hosted by myself and my husband, Rick Austin.
Disaster Coffee is fueling disaster relief in America. Our coffee is roasted to order and shipped to your front door. You cannot get it any fresher. Visit disastercoffee.com and caffeinate with a purpose. That's disastercoffee.com. And now back to the Changing Earth audio drama. Thanks for stopping by and listening to the Changing Earth audio drama. Hope you enjoyed the adventure. This content is copyrighted in 2021 by author Sarah F. Hathaway. For a list of performers, music, and noise attributes, head on over to www.authorSarahFHathaway.com/Changing Earth. That's www.authorSarahFHathaway.com/Changing Earth. Special thanks to Zapsplat, freesound.com, and freemusicarchives.com for all the work that they do, providing great resources for free music and sounds. Without them, this project would not be possible. Much love to all of my volunteer performers who put hours in designing the characters that you love. We'll see you next time on the Changing Earth audio drama.